Hi, I'm Scott Swenson. We're here at Lynn's Propane Trucks. We've got another stock truck here for you today. This is a Freightliner M2 Plus. This truck is completely loaded front to back. Up in the cab here, we've got a L9 engine, 350 horsepower, 1050 foot-pounds of torque. As you can see, we've got the exterior sun visor, air horns with snow shields, bright finish mirrors, stainless steps, aluminum wheels, aluminum fuel tank, aluminum battery box, aluminum cover on the DEF tank. On the back of the truck, stainless deck, stainless fenders, fender brackets, stainless oversized meter box, stainless piping and valves in the back. This truck is completely loaded. Let's take a look in the cab at some of the options there. In the cab here, we've got power windows and locks right on the driver's side door for easy access. We also have heated mirrors, power mirrors. Coming across here to the main part of the dash, we've got our utility lights. So that's a work light on the lower rear corners of the cab and two on the rear head of the tank. We'll look at those in a minute. And then the strobe light here as well. You saw two on the front at the beginning of the clip here. We've got two on the sides of the truck and then one on the rear head of the truck, so people can see you coming from any direction. Really great safety option. Rear differential lock. Up here we've got our radio, AM, FM, weather band, Bluetooth, USB, so you can put your phone into it. Over here we've got two USB chargers. We've also got the 12-volt regular charger there, so you can charge any of your in-cab electronics, phones, GPSs, whatever you need to. This truck has a 4-function remote, so we've got the reel, PTO, throttle, and e-stop. With the reel, it's kind of nice. It's a reel out, especially for those of you getting up in age a little bit. Pulling that hose all day long through the winter, 40, 50 stops can really take a toll on you. This is a big help. So you just feather it out as you're walking, and it'll wind it right off the reel for you. PTO and throttle functions, also great. A lot of times we see when they don't have something on this handheld they can use, it lives on the dash, battery dies, you get pulled over by DOT and you get a ticket because it doesn't work. When you got functions on these that make your driver's day a little bit easier, they'll carry it, they'll use it, and they'll make sure it's charged with a fresh battery. So PTO throttle, pull the hose out, kick the PTO on after you hook up, throttle up. As the tank's almost full, throttle down, shut the PTO off, all right from the tank. It's a really nice function. Also, your pump is running less, so it does save pump life as well. Up here we have a 7-inch color monitor for the backup camera tied into the reverse circuit. Put it in reverse, this will come on. This is a wonderful safety feature. It completely eliminates the blind spot behind the truck. So we've got it mounted on the pillar here, so it's within sight of your mirrors. You're still using your mirrors while you're backing down these driveways, so you can get your mirrors, your backup camera in one glance, then go over to the driver's side, look at those mirrors as well. Moving down here, we've got custom printer stand. You know, these are made special to every single cab, just custom. So it is rock solid. It's not going to be rattling as you're driving down the road. We also have this little diving board over here with ram mount bolt pattern on it. So if you're using ram mounts or anything similar for your tablets or phones that are being held in the cab, that's really nice. Makes it nice and easy to bolt right up to it. We've got a ticket holder here. We see a lot of trucks that come in for service, tickets all over the dash, you know, maybe a cardboard box or a wooden box in the cab. This just helps them keep organized here. Let's head to the side of the truck and take a look at a few more options. All right, taking a side look at the truck here. Again, we've got the aluminum wheels, the chrome finished hub and lug covers on the wheels there, stainless steps, aluminum fuel tank. We've got the chrome grab handle, bright finished heated mirrors, also remotely controlled from the door. We have our work lights here. Factory toggle on the cab, we looked at that. Two on the rear corners of the cab, two on the rear head of the tank. Stainless battery box, stainless cover on the DEF tank. We've got our strobe light. We saw the two on the front of the truck. We've got one on each side. We've got one on the back of the truck. Alerts everyone to where you're at from all directions. Really, really nice safety feature. Chalk block holder, spring loaded. Rubber on the front and back so they're not banging around as you're driving down the road. Easily accessible right on the side of the truck here. Spring loaded so that you can secure the load, nice and simple. Easy to use for your drivers. we've got the stainless fenders, stainless fender brackets. The back here, we've got this spacer to bring the mud flat back a little bit so that you can't pin it between a snowbank and rip it off. This spacer here keeps a lot of the road grime off the rear deck. Really nice design there. Let's go to the back of the truck and take a closer look at that. All right, this is the bread and butter of the truck. We get a lot going on back here. Let's start with the stainless steel lowered deck. As you can see, everything's lowered here. Normally when you get a truck, they've got the chassis rails. They'll take a prefabricated deck, throw it right on top of the chassis rails, so everything is up higher. With this, everything's within your center of gravity. Whether you're loading the truck, reeling in the hose, working at the meter, everything's within your center of gravity, nice and simple. Also, the load lines, you'll see that they're lowered and they're angled. You just take that 2-inch line from the plant, comes right under your shoulder, lines up at the right angle to get those acmes threaded on nice and easily. It's very, very simple. I know we've all seen it. You've got the higher loads, they may be coming straight out or at a little bit of an angle. People either on a milk crate or whatever it is, you've got that hose up over your shoulder. Middle of winter, it's freezing, it doesn't maneuver very well, and you're trying to line the acmes up. This is nice and simple. Over on the side here, we've got a hand-A reel with a guide master. It's the tall, narrow reel, spec for 200 feet of hose. Comes with 150 feet of low temp hose. We've got the guide master. Of course, this is a must. Reels in the hose nice and easy. It's good on your back. Otherwise, you've got to guide it in by hand. Also with this reel, remember on the remote, we had the power out. So you're just going to grab the hose and feather that button, and it's going to reel it off the hose for you. Makes life a lot simpler, much more easy. Over on the side here, oversized meter box. We've got a tray here. You keep your gloves, fittings, whatever you want. We also have a little holder here for leak check soap, so you can do your leak checks. But we also see summer months, a lot of times they'll keep bee killer in there, so it's nice and handy for them. IQ register on an LC meter. Just a wonderful product. This has probably been out 3-4 years now, but you do presets, everything right from the back here. We have the hose end nozzle in the meter box, keeps it clean, dry, dirt free, and especially in those winter months, easy in, easy out. A lot of times we'll see a fitting on the rear deck here, so you got to thread it on, thread it off every delivery. This is just nice and simple. As you can see, big on this, stainless piping. So we've got stainless valves, stainless pipes, stainless 90s, stainless bypass, stainless, all stainless steel. You don't have to worry about your piping rusting up at all. Up top here, let's take a quick look. We've got the 2 work lights we've been talking about, factory toggle in the cab. Also 2 on the lower rear corners of the cab. We've got the strobe light there. 2 on the sides of the truck, 2 on the front of the truck, so it alerts people to your whereabouts no matter where you are. Grabs their attention. Pulled over on the side of the road for a delivery, you can make sure they're going to see you. Right in the center is the camera. That's for that 7-inch color monitor on the pillar on the passenger side. Put it in reverse. It's going to totally eliminate this blind spot behind the truck. Excellent, excellent safety feature. Let's take a look at a few options on the side of the truck as well. Again, aluminum wheels, stainless fender brackets. We've got a 48-inch toolbox on this truck, aluminum body, nice mirror finish, stainless steel door on it. We've got the stainless steps, the aluminum cover to the after treatment device, vertical exhaust with a stainless cover on it, stainless grab handle. We've got our work lights again. In the center here, you're going to see that we have a heat exchanger. All that is, as soon as you turn the pump on, it pushes some propane through that heat exchanger. It's heated with the engine coolant and put back into the head of the truck. The whole purpose for that is to keep the propane in the tank from boiling. So as soon as you start pulling gallons out of that tank, the propane wants to boil to replace the pressure that you're taking out of the tank. This puts pressure back into the head, keeps the propane from boiling, keeps those boiling bubbles out of your pump and your efficiency up. So if you can pump this entire truck off, say you start at 67, 68 gallons a minute, when you pump the entire truck off, you'll still be at 65, 66, 67 gallons a minute. Keeps the efficiencies up. Really good on the big deliveries, 1,000-gallon tanks, 500. Normally you start pumping after 100, 120 gallons. the gallons per minute just start dropping out because the propane in the tank is boiling. It's putting bubbles in the pump. The pump's not 100% liquid, so it's not as efficient as it can be. Excellent feature on that, on this stock truck here. You're going to really like it if you haven't used them before. This truck's built. It's ready to deliver gas. If you have any questions, give us a call. 800-252-5467. We'll talk to you soon.